All right. Oh, I'm gonna go over reverse days again. Try and make this video quick. Probably won't happen. So 6 days. Day one's all radar tasks. So here's the official breakdown on the big page. Stamina radar, hero XP, don't bother doing that. Your drone parts, and gathering. The big thing for this day is keep your squads out gathering all day long if humanly possible. Having the 4th squad definitely helps get extra points on this day, so make sure you do that. When it comes to your radar tasks, try to stack these up the day before. There is a timer on here, so watch the timer to make sure that you don't overstack. Alright, so make sure that your timer doesn't reach 0 and you don't overstack your radar tasks. You can check on this to see how many you get on refresh and how many you can store and how many can be on your screen at one time. If you max out this first number equal to the second number, your timer will stop and it will stay at 00000, meaning you will not get a new refresh until you complete one task. So always leave one extra spot open for whatever your quantity of refreshed is. I actually need to take one more off of that because I get 11 right now. Okay, because if it is at all zeros and you do collect one, your timer will go back to 6 hours, which is the default time for the quantity you get every 6 hours. Okay. Stamina you can do with your radar tasks, because a lot of the radar tasks you assist your allies with. So that'll give you kind of like a double stack on your points. For your drone, that's pretty self-explanatory. Your drone's in here, just upgrade your drone whenever you can. Big thing for this is always try to find on your calendar what time the drone starts and when it ends. So it was from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. server time. I actually ended up missing my drone boost time, so I'm just going to do them whenever I can. Again, this is real big to link with your arms race. It kind of helps you double dip and get extra points. These chests do give you skill medals, which are really helpful for upgrading your heroes. Okay, so day one, depending on what part of the country or part of the world you live in, for the United States, Canadian, and that side of the world, that'll be on Sunday. You want to start sending your squads to a tile to go harvest resources. If you look at a tile, I need an open one. They're all being used right now. Shit, there ain't no free tiles. Oh, there we go. When you open your tile, it'll tell you how many resources are in it and how many it can hold max. That really is irrelevant at the end of the day. What you're really looking for is the gathering time. So this will take 4 hours to gather. On Sunday, you want to find the ones that are completely filled. A level 9 will take me about 7 to 10 hours depending on what squad it is, because obviously the higher level the heroes, the more soldiers you can have. The more soldiers that you have in the squad increases the speed that it is harvested. Okay, so you just want to make sure on Sunday when you send them out that this number will put you over the server reset time when they come back. That is pretty much the quick rundown of day one. So day 2 is all base expansion. Okay, it is all your construction speed ups, your ultra rare tasks, your legendary secret tasks, and your survivor recruiting. This one is more self-control than anything. I don't have anything in my base completed right now, but when your buildings are completed, they turn into those little present boxes. Save those present boxes so you get the power bonus. So when you level up a building, there's a power buff, right? So right now it's worth 14,400 power. When it is done upgrading, it is worth 16,900 power. Okay, that is the power increasement right here. So it increases your building power by 1 point. So it's 22 points for every point of power that I add. All right, so if you collect all the chests, all the buildings after they're done, on build day, you will get those power points. Those power points don't get added until the building is actually collected. So save it. Now, if you have a problem hitting them in your settings, on your profile, you can click your settings and go to your general. There is actually a thing down here, right here, the construction confirmation. Activate this and it will confirm that you want to collect that building when it is finished. Okay? If you have a research center that is done being upgraded and is not building day, you can still do research by clicking on your research queue over here, and it'll bring up all of your research stuff, and you just click this button. It'll be a different blue button. It won't be speed up. It'll just say research or collect if you have one finished. Click on that and it'll open your research trees. Okay. Ooh, dig treasure. Alright, dig is over. Back to the original topic at hand. So that was all the base stuff. Use your construction speed ups to finish any buildings that need to be finished. The ones that'll give you the most points are anything that deal with your headquarters at the end of the day. So I recommend doing those as they normally have the longest timers the day after building day. So that way you don't have to use as many speed ups and you can get more stuff finished and collected to get the most points. Depending on how many building queues you have, kind of depends on how you're going to break that up. The big thing though is watch what level your resource mines are at. Anything after pretty much 20 is going to use a lot of your base resources, and they're not as worth the output because the output increase will always stay the same per level. So from level 1 to level 2 is the same amount of output increase per hour as it would be from 17 to 18. So you're going to use more resources for the upgrade. As you can see right now, this uses 2.1 million. At like level 20, you're at like 20 or 30 million resources. So getting that back takes a very long time just from the mines itself, because you're only producing, 12 to 20,000 or 12 to like 15,000 an hour. So kind of keep that in mind. Don't blow your resources on things that you don't need. There's another dig. Hang on. All right, dig's over again. Sorry, guys. So I don't remember exactly what I was saying. But we went over both of those. We're going to go down to the ultra rare trucks. Those are, again, pretty self-explanatory. Go to your truck page, go to your trucks. When you have a truck available, you can re-roll it. After the 5th re-roll, you are guaranteed to get an ultra rare truck. So use your 5 re-rolls on building day. Please don't, Alicia. Please don't do that. I'm trying to do this. So you'll get an ultra rare truck guaranteed after 5 re-rolls. So save your tickets or spend your diamonds. You should get plenty of them to be able to get ultra rare trucks every truck day. There are only 2 of them. I believe it's day 2 and day 5? No, day 6. It's going to be 6. Yeah, day 6. Okay, those are their 2 truck days, are day 2 and day 6. Along with the secret tasks. So secret tasks kind of work the same way as the trucks, but they do not have a guaranteed rollout for the legendary ones. When you get to HQ 27, there is a mega refresh, which I can show you real quick in the other server. This does use a decent number of tickets. It's really easy to blow through all your tickets. I had like 150 of these just last week, but I've been using the mega refresh. So it'll tell you that it will tell you how many of your tasks will be upgraded. I have 3 left. So if we hit the mega refresh, it'll use 12 task refreshes to get all 3 of those to legendary. Now the more tasks you have available, the more all of them will automatically be legendary tasks, those ultra rare ones. So that's an easy way to do that. But you do have to be Headquarter 27 or VIP 12 to be able to do that, which is why I definitely recommend everyone to push their headquarters, and only their headquarters early game, or at all for that matter, to 27, because 27 is really your big point where the game starts to slow down a lot more with the building times and the resources required to upgrade your stuff. So that's both of those. Also, in your secret tasks, you have your ally tasks, so definitely help your allies complete theirs. With this, on off days, don't use your mega refresh. Just try and get them to purple, honestly. You'll save more refreshes for, the actual task days to be able to get those extra points with the legendary ones. And then the next thing on here is going to be your survivor recruiting, which is just under your hero page. Go to your recruits, recruit survivors, and do your survivor recruiting. And then just flip them over. Every one ticket will give you those points for the survivors. Now, with that, the survivors that stand behind this lady at your door, okay, because you have the little survivor lady at your door. Those survivors that you recruit into your... Hey, Peanut, can you please? Thank you. Those survivors that stand outside your gate do not count for verse points. Do not let them stack up. Don't wait to collect them later. They are not worth anything for any days of verse. Just collect them and put them in the building they belong in. Okay? Age of Science is all Valor badges and research, and your drone component chests. You get drone component chests from your component factory, and also from there's events that give them, and then your mysterious chests, which I seem to be all out of, but the chests that you get from completing your secret tasks, these guys here actually will drop a drone component chest here. Okay, so you'll get some of them from that as well. So just go into your inventory. Each one of these chests will be worth points. There's 6 or 7 levels of them. So depending on the level, depends on how many points they'll give you. Save those chests for that day. Now, research what's important and what's not. Honestly, you only really need 70% on your research, so you can get the last chest here. I don't even think it's 70. I think I put it, because I have 8 into my research to get the extra research points when I was doing the rest of these. So this really don't need to be on that. If you want to get extra, points for increasing your your building power or whatever it is, you can do that. Your 100% bonus, you're already going to need that at max to get your last chest. So my big thing is kind of just get this to what you need for the last chest, and then move over to your special forces, because without this being completed down to the bottom, you cannot get your T10s unlocked at level 30. So these are your X units those are your X units or T10 units. They actually use a lot of Valor badges. If you look right here, this is 1,433 Valor badges just for this one. So just starting that one upgrade will give you a good chunk of points. This definitely is where having 2 research queues comes in handy, because some of these lower ones, you can see this takes me 4 days to do. This one takes me 2 days, so you're gonna blow through a lot of speed ups doing these, but it is definitely worth the extra points given in that day 3. Let's see what else I got in here. Research speed ups, obviously speed up any of those researches you have going. Before you use your speed ups though, make sure that you have, if you actually go in here, before you speed it up, it'll tell you how many alliance members have helped you with your task. Make sure that's maxed out, because it can save you, 5 or 6 hours worth of speed ups, depending on, the upgrade and how long it originally takes. So that is all of your science day. That's day 3. Day 4 is all hero upgrades. I really hope I don't have to go over this. This is just upgrade your heroes from top to bottom. Go into your heroes. If they're already max level, pick one that's not. Your equipment does not count in this day though, so just upgrade your equipment whenever you have the ability to upgrade your equipment. Other than that, upgrade your heroes. You know, you'll get your points, kind of like how I did there. Don't do this on day one like I just did. It's not worth the XP waste. Use all of your universal shards for your gold, your purple heroes, and your crappy blue heroes. You're never going to really use these blue heroes. The only thing they're used for is for squad filling, honestly. If you have a wall of honor hero in here, you can use the shards, or whoops, you can use them. I didn't expect that to go off. You can either use the universal or the actual hero shards to upgrade them. It will still give you the shard consumption points. So that's just hero days, really basic. Upgrade the shit out of your heroes, top to bottom, every part of them, your skills, their ranks, you know, every section of the hero. Make sure that they are as high as you can get them before the end of the day. Whoops, wrong one. Total mobilization, that is all training. And day 3, don't forget to save your tasks from day 2 from your building day, because you can stack up your 30-40 tasks and complete those on day 3. All of your radar tasks are going to be every other day, which are going to be your odd days. So it's day 1, day 3, and day 5. Okay. So total mobilization, that's all about training units. If you already started training the units and you collect them, you will not get the points. It is only units that have been started after reset. Okay. Easy way to get points for this is to actually kind of set yourself up like I have. As you can see, I have multiple levels of units. I don't only have T8s in here. So this is either the ladder method, the stacking method, whatever style you want to call it. So you have your main barracks at max level, which will be right now for me is my T8s. Your next one underneath that should be your T7s. And then I have to upgrade this one, but it should be T6 and then T5. So these both need to be upgraded, but that's not a priority for me right now. I'm more focused on getting to headquarter 27 so I can get my T9s unlocked. So every time you promote a troop, whoops, wrong day. So if I have a crap ton of level 4 units and I promote, you know, we'll say 10,000 of those, I will get that 100,000 points plus for promoting them. And then if I promote those same 10,000 units to T5, I will get the additional 138, and then upgrade them to T6, I will get 161 per unit, and then so on and so forth until they are T8s, and I'll get that 207. So you can stack all of these points on top of each other for each time you upgrade those troops. So starting at, you know, if you upgrade a T4 to a T5, it's about 2.5 hours, and then T5 to T6 is another 2.5. So it's 2.5 hours for every one upgrade. Now, the only thing with this is that my T4 building can only make T4, so I can't upgrade anything there. But the 5, I can upgrade all my 5s from all my 4s to 5. If I try to take my level 7 building and upgrade a level 5, it will skip over 6 and automatically go to 7. So whatever that building max is what they will upgrade to when you go to upgrade them. So keep that in mind. It's easy to lose points if you're upgrading from 4 to 7 because you're not going to get the points from 5 to 6 as well. That is just how I do it to get the most amount of points out of this day. You can use some speed ups. You can increase your research power. For this one, I would recommend doing all of your other researches or collecting any other resources like your hero ones that take, you know, your 6-day hero stuff. Start those. If you ever want to see how much power they're going to give you, hit that little information icon and they'll inform you of what you're going to get out of it. So that is day 5. Day 6 is all about war and those legendary trucks and tasks. Same thing as day 2, so I'm not going to go over that very much. It is all just about killing people, man. Go to war, have fun, enjoy yourself. The whole point of this game is to burn people down to the ground. So you know, find somebody, you know, click on your verse. On the last thing, it's the Alliance Assault. Click the attack button. It'll bring you over to their server. Find somebody that doesn't have a shield on it that you're actually in the verse with, and burn them to the ground. Kill their troops. The big thing is to make sure that they have a squad on the wall. If there is no squad on the wall, whoops, wrong one. Right here. So if there's a squad on the wall, depending on how many troops they have, will depend on how many points you actually get. So we go to statistics here. So I killed, you know, 5 of their units and hospitalized a whole bunch of them because they weren't full. But their hospital was already full, so I got 17 kills because I killed a total of 17 people. Okay, just look, you can see right here, 1,300 kills. So I got 1,300 kills worth of points in this because there was 2 people in there defending this player, and I killed both of them with my one squad. If you ever want more details, just go into it, look at statistics, and it'll break it down a little bit more for you. But, you know, this is all just kind of knowing what you can and can't handle. If your squad comes back burnt to the ground, check your battle reports, man, because you might have killed, you know, the dude might have had 3 squads on the wall, and you killed the first 2 but lost to the last one and ended up killing half of the last one. If you're doing that, screw it, send them back to that same base again. But if you lose that first fight, don't go back because you're just killing your own troops, giving them points. More points than what you're getting in return. With this one, he had all 3 squads on his wall. My one squad burnt all 3 to the ground. If I only burnt 2 of them and made it halfway through that 3rd squad, I still would have went back. It would have said I lost, but I still would have went back just because of the sheer fact that I'm still killing almost 2,000, 3,000 troops because he has more than one squad on the wall. If there is no squads on the wall, you're only going to get like 250 kills because it's the troops in the drill grounds that you're getting the kill points for. I recommend grouping up with one of your stronger players. You know, if you're a lower level HQ, you're only level like 20 or, you know, 24, 25 or below that, and you've got a level 30 with you, dude, ask that level 30 to shield and go with you. Have him stay off in the distance and defend you, and you can go and start burning people to the ground. When they come to attack you, he's going to get free points from defending you and killing those units that are trying to burn you down, and you can still continue to attack other people in the server that you're versing. So it's kind of, it's a big balancing act with day 6. You know, do your tasks, your secret tasks, make sure that those are legendary, do your legendary trucks, get those free points, because that's what I call those. Those are gimme points, you know, those are really easy to get. You can get the first couple of chests from that without a problem. So that's, you know, the rundown of all the verse days. I've got another one of these. It's broken up into each individual day. If you're forgetting something or you want a quick refresher on a certain day, definitely go check it out. I do have it in a playlist on my channel. And I figured I'd make this for everybody else that just kind of wanted all the days in one video just to quickly see. But all of it's just about saving your stuff, dude. Save all of your hero XP. Save all of your drone component chests. Don't upgrade your drone on arms race drone event when you can burn 200, 300 stamina that you get pretty much for free, because you can get your first 50 and you always get free stamina chests, and you can, 300 diamonds for 10 stamina is not bad. After that, I definitely don't recommend spending the diamonds because it's 500, and that just starts to get expensive really quick. I've got 1,500, 25,000 I can show you real quick, but it's 500, and then it turns to 1,000. So after 500, I wouldn't do it. But that's it. Those 300 points are all I need to get all 3 chests for that arms race event. So definitely don't waste these upgrades on any other day except for day 1. Make sure you save your drone component chests for the drone component day, research day. Make sure you're only doing these bottom 6 technically, because 5. Okay, and special forces, siege, defense fortifications, those all used valor badges for the upgrades. So, stack up your valor badges, use your speed ups appropriately, and get those points because you're gonna want them to help your alliance win more fights.